No, I'm tired of the goodbyes, too.
I know.
David Lefevre finally has a piece of the Cleveland Indians. Lefevre purchased Gabe Paul's approximate 5% of the club. Lefevre will probably wind up with the O'Neill Estates percentage, too, and that would likely stop at owning a shade over 50% of the franchise. The Force will return to action tonight in Kansas City. The Force still leads their division with a 7-3 record and a 5-game winning streak. Cleveland is 1 game up on Minnesota. Right now, the Force is doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
That happens when you get a lot of good players. We got a lot of good players, and we come up with the right plays at the right time right now. And slowly we're putting it together, but I still think we're going to get better. That doesn't mean we're going to keep winning at this rate, but we're going to lose a few games because you have to in this league. But we're slowly getting better, and by the end of the season, I think we'll be at our best.
Ralph Wilson, the owner of the Buffalo Bills, says he never made a money offer to Sam Rutigliano to coach his Bills. It is very possible Kay Stevenson will return to coach the Bills next year. The Brigham Young Cougars, top ranked in the nation, will play Michigan in San Diego tonight. The Holiday Bowl will send the Cougars unbeaten in 12 games against the Wolverines with only a 6-5 record. There are still many who don't think Brigham Young is the best.
As long as we're going by the standards that we're going, we are #1. We're the only undefeated team, and if we had a playoff system, then, we...
Chuck Knox of the Seattle Seahawks. I've been having so many C's and she's today. Chuck Knox of the Seattle Seahawks is the NFL Coach of the Year, according to Associated Press.
And the new owner of the Reds is literally going to be calling the shots, I guess, huh?
It's a lot of people didn't get that, Paul.
Mrs. Schott will be calling the shots.
She's related to Marty Schottenheimer?
I don't know. Lost the Heimer, I guess. We're going to take a look at the career
Don't
of
ever
this
do that.
remarkable man sitting here, including a look at the time he rallied an entire city during a time. Today is Gib Shanley's last day here at TV5. Gib's career here in Cleveland has been long and colorful. Marty Gould didn't have any trouble finding highlights.
First of all, for the record, yes, Gib Shanley was once a child. He grew up in the tiny eastern coal mining town of Shadyside.
There's not a lot to do in Shadyside. We had one theater, one drugstore, 2 policemen. I guess we didn't have a lot, but we didn't know the difference. Those are the best places to be brought up. Small towns, you learn to appreciate different things.
He did not have a burning desire to be a broadcaster.
My first girlfriend in high school, ironically, her name was Joanne. Her mother one time, I think I was a junior, said, "What are you going to do after school?" And I said, as usual, "I don't know." She said, "Why don't you consider radio?" So I took public speaking as a senior, and I didn't want to work for a living, so I tried it.
Gib bounced around Ohio and Michigan radio for 10 years before coming to Cleveland in 1961 as play-by-play voice of the football Browns. By the time he joined TV5 in 1967, he was a household name in town.
Cleveland Browns Quarterback Club with Gib Shanley.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Cleveland Browns Quarterback Club. This is the Browns-Bengals Classic.
What will people remember most about Gib Shanley? Well, his outrageous wardrobe, for one. Depending on your taste, he was either colorful or he looked as if he had just robbed a local horse blanket factory. Even when he went into the hospital, he just had to wear something different.
This will have very little to do with sports tonight, except to say that I just have the feeling in the second half of the season the Indians will make a run for the American League pennant.
He'll certainly be remembered for his on-air relationship with our Don Webster. Gib and Don, sports and weather, frick and frack, an inseparable, insufferable pair.
Say, he's out! No!
By the way, we've exaggerated Gib's golfing talents a little.
That's one.
Here's the real golfer Gib.
It's probably going to break.
Perhaps the thing Gib will be remembered for the most is something he never really intended to be remembered for at all.
I know this is not sports, but it's an Iranian flag. And anybody from Iran in this country doesn't like it should leave. Deb?
We'll be right back.
At the height of the Iranian hostage crisis, Gib touched a nerve. First here in Cleveland, then across the country. Construction workers here paraded downtown the next day in tribute to the man who stood up and told it like it was.
I guess it was a symbol for somebody, but I didn't mean it to be. I just thought it's about time we showed somebody we can burn their flag, too.
Gib will certainly be remembered for his extraordinary play-by-play talents, which stretched far beyond football.
In the middle. He slipped and fell down, and 1 second to play. It's no good. The Cavaliers win. Hayes fell down. They couldn't get the ball to him.
And Gib could always handle himself in those unusual situations.
It's amazing how the Browns have recaptured the sports fans of this area. It's a good disappearing act. If you were a girl, I'd kiss you.
Gib, you're up.
Okay, it's very windy down here, as you can hear, not by my hot air. You can see how windy it is, Ted. How are you, Larry? You're live.
It's great. I love it. I knew we could do it of all times.
And the mayor wants to say hello. This is Gib Shanley live at Hopkins Airport with a TV5 action cam.
So, as you see, there are many ways we can remember the Gibber if we choose. But how would he like others to remember him?
I guess just better be professional and let it go there. Human.
Human. Okay, that's good.
That'll fool him on it. On the last shot, Jim Mueller owed me money. That's what I was.
Well, we're all going to miss you a great deal.
I tell you, I think the audience is getting tired of these goodbyes.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is, this poor guy, after saying so many goodbyes for the last 2 weeks, is going to have to come back tonight at 11 and say goodbye all over again.
I'm going to tape it.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, you won't get your check then.
I won't tape it.
Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
You still can't tie a tie, I'll tell you that.
You never look better,
Oh,
Gibber.
it's a terrible tie.
All right. We'll see you tonight. That's Eyewitness News at 6 this Friday evening. We'll all be back along with Wilma Smith at 11. We hope you can join us then. Have a good evening.